Okay, the next videos will be all dedicated to the questions where more than two numbers are considered. For example, like in question 11, when you were given numbers 30, 140 and 210, and first you've been asked to write down them as products of their prime factors, and then you need to find highest common factor of 30, 140 and 210. So the way how you do it is this. Let's write first them as product of prime factors. I will write 30 as simply, any factors at all. 6 times 5, and 6 is 2 times 3 times 5. As you see, each factor is prime number, and 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 5 is 30, so that's correct. 140 is 14 times 10, and 14 is 2 times 7, and 10 is 2 times 5, and I will tidy up by ordering these factors in order of size. And 210 is 21 times 10, and 21 is 3 times 7, and 10 is 2 times 5. So let's order them in size. So it will be 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. Now let's pick up all common factors. 2 and 2. 2, 2, 2. No 2 anymore in 30, so there is no point to look for anything else. So are there any 3's? We have 3 here, no 3 there, and so no, but there is 3 here. We are looking for common factors of all 3 numbers, so we are not circling 3. Let's see for 5's. 5 is here, 5 is here, 5 is here. 5 is all on 3 numbers. So the highest common factor of all 3 numbers is going to be 2 times 5. And 7 is in these 2 numbers, but not in the first number. So the highest common factor of all 3 numbers will be 10. Okay, we'll do next question, where you are given numbers 121, 280 and 550. You are asked first to write them as product of prime factors and then to find LCM. So 121 is perfect square, so you should know that it is 11 times 11. 280 is 28 times 10. 28 is 4 times 7, and 10 is 2 times 5. 4 is not prime, so I'm writing as 2 times 2. And let's order them in size. That was 4. Now we'll write 2, and then we'll write 5, and then we'll write 7. So each factor is a prime number, and it is indeed 28. You can check basically 4 times 7 is 28, and this is 10, so 280. And now 550 is 55 times 10. 55 is 5 times 11, and 10 is 2 times 5. Let's tidy up, starting from the smallest and going to the largest. Okay, now we need to find LCM. If we'll draw the Venn diagram, it will look like this. We'll have 3 circles. Okay. We'll place in this area, you see, in this area here, that's where all 3 circles will intersect. And so we'll choose how this is for 121, this is for 280, and this one is for 550. And in this area we'll place only factors that are in all 3 numbers. Okay, so we have here 11 and 11 here, no 11 there. So to be honest, there is not a single factor that can be placed in this area, right? So nothing. What can we now let's look at 120 and 280. Really, I will do it in a minute, but answering the question that you had to answer, find the lowest find the lowest common multiple. Yeah, we will answer that question. I just, by mistake, I thought that they would ask you to find highest common factor. In fact, it's interesting. If you notice, there is not a single common factor for all three numbers. Perhaps 121, 550 would have a common factor 11, or 121 and 280, they will have common factor, no common factor between these two. But all three of them at the same time do not have any common factors. So we say highest common factor then of all these three numbers would be just 1, because that's the only number that can divide all three of them at the same time. Right, now for the lowest common multiple, we have to multiply all numbers from the Venn diagram. So let's place the numbers accordingly. So 121 and 280, they share no common factors. So in this area here, that's the area that they share, there will be no factors whatsoever. Okay, I'm not sure yet where to place them, because you see 121 and 550, they will share 11 between them, right? So I will place this 11 in here, and for 121 I will place the remaining 11 in here, all right, outside of this area, just to ensure that it's not in 280. Okay, so I have done 121. I think it might be easier now to do 550 first. So we counted this 11 and this 11, right? Now we need to look at these two numbers, 280 and 550. Let's look for common factors. 2 and 2 are common factors, right? And no 2's anymore, but this 5 is common. So we'll place 2 and 5 in the common area. Okay, and we'll place the remaining numbers for 280. We already counted 2 and 5, so only 2, 2 and 7 are remaining for 280. Okay, we counted this. Now we need to see 2, 5 and 11 for 550 already been placed. See, 2, 5, 2, 5 and this 11 were already placed. The only number that wasn't placed is 5. Okay, so LCM then will be product of all factors once from the Venn diagram. So it's basically 11 times 11 times 2, 2, 2, 5, 7, 2, 2, 2, 5, 7, and times this 5. Okay, right, that is your LCM. Obviously we'll not be multiplying all of this, because we know this is, for example, 121, right? And this number 22257, it's actually 280. Please check. Okay, so therefore answer to this question will be sorry, so you didn't see, so I will repeat. You see, 11 times 11 is 121, true? And 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 7, 2 times 2 times 2 times 5 times 7 is 280. Multiplied by 5, and now we'll take your calculators, okay, and we'll find the sum. Of course you can practice multiplication skills and you can multiply it yourself. 121 times 280 and times by 5, and the answer is 169,400. So it is 169,400. If you guys will try to write multiples of each of these numbers in line, long multiples, you might just spend the whole exam writing all these numbers and yet not sure whether you will come to so big number. So without prime factors, actually Venn diagram, and knowing the method, I'm afraid this type of question will be not accessible for you. This was question 12 done, and thank you for watching.